Security and what they have found thus far in just overseeing this whole process of the grant beneficiaries migrating to the new South African Post Office distribution service. Now, Minister, unfortunately, we don't have much time, but I do want to ask you about the Post Office, its capacity to actually deliver on this mandate, given the glitches that we've seen in the first month. We've got post office workers who are on strike. And I also just want you to assure South Africans that this will not happen again.
Thank you, Sakina. We really apologize for the glitches which happened to our beneficiaries. The problem really was that we're moving very fast. Our speed of change was so fast that we were leaving the computers and network behind. So it was mainly a network problem, which we are busy sorting out now. We are visiting the areas. We are meeting at a national level to make sure that our databases are all linked, the SASSA base, the Home Affairs database, and have a smoother connection to the bank safe. And so that those things which has happened wouldn't happen. Of course, we're still experiencing some area network in the rural areas. We're working with all the mobile service providers to improve that network so that the speed of swapping continues to go up. And as the ministerial committee, we have made an undertaking to go to various provinces to monitor these things so that there are no further glitches as we move forward. We have mobilized even Telkom to help us with the connection and the storage capacity so that there will be no surge at the previous. The last thing was this thing called bank identification number, which was not loaded to some merchants. That has been resolved with the Banking Association and PASA, or Payment Association System. So those may not happen again, but we're still resolving the network. And we want to make sure that by the time we enter into a new phase and the new cycle of payment, those things are no more there.
Minister Siyabonga Cwele, thank you so much for coming through. And I'll tell you what, we will bring the minister at a later stage to talk about the post office and the capacity and what the intentions are in order to bring the post office more online and in stream to deliver some of the services that are needed. And that was Minister of Telecommunications and Postal Services, Siyabonga Cwele, speaking to us. And then the square kilometre array, and that's where Leanne is at in Carnarvon. And one of the things you probably did not know is that they are there with all this technology and with all these satellites, and yet it's very difficult for us to communicate because the cell phone signal is so poor. So we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, Leanne will tell you more about what's happening there.